She walked out on us like a ghost vanishing in the night. No warning, no explanation, just an empty closet and a hastily scribbled note on the kitchen counter. I can't do this anymore. That was all she left. 5 words. 5 words to sum up years of marriage, promises, and a family. I stood there, the weight of her absence crushing me as our 6-year-old daughter, Emily, toddled into the room, rubbing her sleepy eyes. "Where's Mommy?" she asked in her tiny voice, still thick with sleep. I swallowed the lump in my throat and lied through my teeth. She spun for a little while. That little while turned into months, then years. While she was out there wherever she was spiraling deeper into whatever had consumed her, I was here, raising our daughter alone. I worked myself to the bone, pouring sweat and blood into rebuilding our lives from the wreckage she left behind. I started my own construction business, working my way up from nothing while juggling the roles of both father and mother. At first, I was angry, livid. How could she leave us? How could she throw away our family? But anger soon gave way to something else, determination. If she thought we'd crumble without her, she was wrong. I refused to let Emily feel abandoned. I refused to let my life be defined by her absence. Years passed. My company thrived. I bought a house, put Emily in a good school, and made sure she never felt the hollowness her mother had left behind. The scars were there, sure, but they faded with time, until the day she showed up again. It was a regular Friday evening. Emily, now 11, was in the living room doing homework when the doorbell rang. I opened it, and there she was, my wife, or rather, the woman who used to be my wife. She looked ruined. Her once bright green eyes were dull, sunken into a face that had seen too many sleepless nights. Her clothes hung loose, her hair tangled, her hands shaking. "Caleb," she whispered, voice cracking, "I have nowhere else to go." For a moment, I just stared at her. This woman, who had walked away without a second thought, was now standing on my doorstep, looking for shelter, looking for forgiveness. My fingers curled into fists at my sides. 1,000 memories flashed through my mind, Emily crying herself to sleep, the nights I spent working late just to make ends meet, the birthdays she missed, the empty holidays. "You think you can just walk back in here?" My voice was steel, cold and unyielding. She flinched, her lip trembling. "I made a mistake. No." I cut her off. "A mistake is forgetting to pick up milk. A mistake is being late to a school play. What you did was a choice." Tears spilled down her cheeks, but I felt nothing. No sympathy, no longing, just a hollow, resolute certainty that she had no place here anymore. "Please just let me see Emily," she begged. I hesitated. Emily was stronger than I ever gave her credit for. But was she ready for this? Did she even want this? I turned my head and found my daughter standing in the hallway, watching the scene unfold. Her eyes met mine, and in that moment, I saw it the same strength, the same resolve. "She didn't need to say anything. She doesn't want to see you," I said, stepping forward, forcing my wife back onto the porch. "You walked away from her once. You don't get to walk back in when it's convenient for you." She sobbed, shoulders shaking, but I didn't budge. "You made your choice," I said, my voice final. "Now live with it." I shut the door, blocking out the past, and for the first time in years, I felt truly free.